batters like the ball to come onto them. When you have a diddly dobbly bowler coming in the ball at them, they have great pace on the ball.
एक बार चेक करियो.
Perhaps give you a chance to get going.
मेरा चैनल चेक कर.
And he probably will be leading it soon. But he went to Asina Fernando with the new ball. He's his leading seamer, though he's gone for many. Try maybe 1-2 to change the pace of the game. And then maybe go to Liye. So he's trying to play around with his main bowlers for the moment, hoping something gives in his favor.
शिल्पा डांसर डाल दे.
He's got
शिल्पा डांसर डाल दे. आ
a few options though.
देख लाइव
Well,
स्ट्रीम.
Lalagi is almost done with his bowling, hasn't he? He's got probably 2 overs left. Liye probably mid 120s. Bit harsh, probably might be a little bit harsh, but 120s. Ends the 23rd, 130 for 3. Shaving discomfort? Never again. My Gillette Mark III has 3 facial adaptive blades that give a shave so comfortable, it feels like floating. Jaege, the best of
लाल.
Zero for shaving. Best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. Probably will never walk. 5 for 29 school Sri Lanka do with that because a wonderful partnership with
तेरा सर्चिंग कर रहा है.
broken when he walked when he didn't take one throw. On the back foot, Viral says yes, it's Virat Kohli caught on the back foot.
आ रहा सही दिख रहा है.
He will double check that one. He will review it.
स्क्रीन पूरी दिख रही है इसको.
Umpire's call, clip in the leg stump, otherwise on the leg side. That didn't tell
अब
at all.
देख 4 हो गए बंदे.
To be umpire directly, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out.
मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है?
Fair delivery. Front on first place.
वीडियो में बोल रहा हूँ. वीडियो में
Looks like it's missed the bat there. We'll just confirm that I'll change it, please. It's there. Yeah, there's a clear gap between bat and ball. We'll go to ball track and they're ready. There you go, original signal out. Pitching in line, impact in line, getting the wickets. Go back to the field. Stick with the original decision. Signal now. Out. Yeah, he's right. Virat Kohli caught on the back foot for 24. It's 130 for 4. काफी बाल जल रहे हैं भैया. एक हेयर फॉल वाला शैम्पू. ओए, शैम्पू लगा रहा है? ये छूना. हेयर लॉस से कम तक का प्रॉब्लम है. तो बाहर के प्रोडक्ट्स नहीं, पूरा ट्रीटमेंट लो. ट्राया. एक फ्री हेयर टेस्ट लो. किट खरीदो. और बस 5 महीने में रिजल्ट देखो. नहीं तो पैसे वापस. बाल बनाने को बोला था. बोलो नहीं. 93% saw results. Download Trya app. Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. Kuroko's Basketball third season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. And of course, with that,
एक में फोन दिखाइए
अपना. In probably 12 or close to 12 overs is the first time that Hasaranga has dismissed Virat Kohli. After then over run of all, he's been scoring in 12 overs between the two players. It's interesting actually, isn't it? That on a wicket that was generally stopping, yeah, ball felt like it went through a little bit and ran without too much space. Obviously, although the ball was pitched slightly fuller, on this wicket the batters have been trying to play on the back foot to met the bowlers for singles. And that ball seemed to have gone through. Look, another thing we know is two balls at either end. So this ball could be a little harder. Maybe the seam's in a better position and that's why it happened. Good point. Maybe that, definitely. Again, pitched up, playing on the back foot to repeat the strike. Missed that one. Skidded on. They get battered in different ways from either end and hence they will always be in different situations or positions. Two shots he tries. The sweep and then ends up playing the cut shot. Again shows you the slowness of the pitch. Certainly does. Disappointed. Had a feeling that would have been out. He knew it. Okay, Rahul is a very good player of spin. We just mentioned the battle between Hasaranga and Kohli, but against Rahul again, no dismissals, but struggles to score. His strike rate down to 46. Okay, Rahul's against Hasaranga. That is very surprising. Certainly is. I think, is that in one-day cricket? I think Azim is right. Well, you're trying to ask me, Azim had got it right. He is 121 for 4. And of course, what that? Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. Kuroko's Basketball third season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
मुझे लगता है वो आगे
The best of Japanese anime.
मेरी आवाज तेरे को सुनाई दे रही है?
Change in comms and change in the bowling as well. Asita Fernando comes back into the attack. Roshan Abhisinghe
मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है?
joins me.
एक बार
Looking for another wicket clearly is Charita Salanka.
माइक यूज करना पड़ेगा वो नीचे स्पीकर है ना उसको छुआ
I think Salanka needs to look around his bowling resources. He's at the moment working with 5. He's bowled Bilalage for his 8 overs. Dhananjay has bowled 6. He needs to find some overs from both Asita and Shiraz. Yes, there is an option in Liye game, but as you said, as the leading fast bowler, Asita Fernando needs to, if possible, provide that breakthrough so that the spinners can work around it, create some pressure. Jags back Asita Fernando. He brings the breakthrough. Brilliant delivery from Asita Fernando, getting rid of Shreyas Iyer, and Sri Lanka have their fifth. It's important that they got 2 new batters now, Sri Lanka, and Shreyas Iyer was looking so good. Uneven down on the length, hardly moved, and he jagged back hit the bails on the way, and what a wicket. That's the reason why Asita Fernando was brought on, obviously, to try and make that breakthrough, and precisely he's delivered. He goes for 23. India 132 for 5.
इसके लिए मतलब सही है ये आदमी करने का नहीं बनाया जाएगा तभी इसके कंप्यूटर पे चला कंप्यूटर पे चला दूँगा अपना चैनल चलेगा स्टेट उस पर करना पड़ेगा मेरे को उसके अंदर कास्ट अरे बहुत देखो साले जी वाले
Look at the deviation. Great deviation. Hitting the top of the off stump. And decent pace as well. He was caught on the crease. That was a good length, that cut back. Now this is perfect for Sri Lanka. They got two new batters in. After just yet to face a ball, Rahul has faced 5 deliveries. This is where the captain needs to stand up, create pressure, look for wickets. Now he's got in a slip with Akshay. Now this is going to be a big face in the game. If Sri Lanka can make another breakthrough, 1 or 2, it's going to be very, very tight. But the depth that India offers loves them the opportunity to bat deep. That will be on the top of Sri Lanka's mind, no doubt. Getting a bit of shape and some assistance from the surface. You could see quite clearly the deviation from Asita Fernando. Yes, Shreyas Iyer was stuck to the crease, but he expected the ball maybe around off stump or fourth stump. Look at that. His bat was in perfect position if it had gone on straight. But look at that deviation. 1.26 degrees. Top of off. Fast bowling coach would be extremely proud of that. Jagging back a bit, the ball for Asita Fernando. It's certainly happening. But the spinner's ball, one felt that the surface had got better, improved. Not much turn, but what about this man? He's working up a decent head of steam, mid 130s, to low 130s, but he's moving it around as well. Now this is the time that Sri Lanka needs to bring in some attacking cricket. They need to go for wickets from here. Yeah, India need a partnership, and the experience of Akshar Patel will help, along with KL Rahul. Plays quite well in the middle overs. They nudges the ball around. It's quite calm under pressure. The ODI format is reinvented himself as a middle order batter. And he's done extremely well for India in the last 2 years, along with Shreyas Iyer. Opens the batting in the IPL, T20 cricket, maybe in test matches as well, sometimes. But it's important when these two stitch together a partnership. Nicely driven, but gets a foot to it, Asita Fernando. 1 run and 1 wicket in the over, 1-3-2 for 5. Japanese anime on Animax, now available on GOTV. And of course, with that, Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax, now available on GOTV. The best of has been prolific as well. Striking at 139. That's what KL Rahul gives you. Gives you stability in the middle order. And India require that today. The pitch just do that. Keep hitting the gaps, nudging the singles. And stability is the word. To get that kind of average, that kind of strike rate. He's opened the batting, but he appears to be quite comfortable at 4 and 5. Look at an average of 4 and 5. 55 and 57. Very prolific at number 5. Outstanding career. Okay, Rahul. You don't need anything extravagant from India. You just need to keep wickets in hand. Required run rate still under 4. It's not an easy pitch to just maneuver the gaps, stitch together a partnership, maybe take a leaf out of Vellalagi's book.
मैच कब आएगा वैसे? मैंने क्या याद है एक दिन कितना आएगा?
Googly from around the wicket, from one into Hassan. He's very good against left-hander that loves to bowl a lot of wrong runs. He generally bowls a lot of wrong runs to both the right-handers and left-handers. Now from round the wicket, he looked to bowl more wrong runs. Finds the leg break. That is clever bowling. That is really clever. Pushed it through as well. I think he was previous one was a wrong run, and that one he was giving himself a bit of room. Stayed down as well. Harder to play one into Hasranga off the back foot, not a tall man. Likes pitches that stay low. A tough shot to play the cut. And they were playing the break, Sri Lanka to Akshar Patel. 8th ball, he's still not yet off the mark. Gets off the mark, Akshar Patel with that single. 1-3-4 for 5. Basketball third season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. And of course, what that? Naruto. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available 26.3 to be precise. It got easier for Sri Lanka to bat after that.
मैसेज गिरेगा मैं बोल रहा हूँ
Just a couple of things, Roshan. Under lights, you can see there's a bit of assistance for the pacer. Secondly, India relied on spin for the next half until about 40 overs. Took a while for Arshdeep and Siraj to come back. The ball was old and soft by then. Does it make a difference playing in the evening and now under lights? Yeah, I think it's got a little bit easier against spin under lights. Yes, it helps the pacers more. It comes on a bit and it moves around. And I certainly feel that it has got a bit easier against spin. And that could be because of the Indian approach. See, well bowled. Look at the point the Indian spinners bowled. They were able to keep attacking the batters. They were able to have fielders around the bat. But when the Sri Lankan spinners came on, just leaving that outside edge, the Indian batters were going after them. They were in the power play. So it was more defensive mindset when they bowled. They were looking to fire the ball in rather than really bowl it slower. So I felt that advantage was with India. So Sri Lanka needed wickets. But just to answer your point, certainly under lights, it is helping the seamers. It is jagging around a little bit. I'm not sure about the spinners. That's good news for us. Fernando is making most use of the conditions. And good captaincy from us, Sri Lanka as well, to keep the slip in play. A couple of balls beating the outside edge, there is definitely a possibility of the ball going to slip. it's a good ploy and it's also a good little combination. Hasaranga at the other end and Asita Fernando with his seaming deliveries. Hasaranga with the more teasing style, looking for wickets. Asita Fernando's lengths have been very good so far against the left-hander. Has been around that just back of a length, but more the off-stump line.
कुछ देख रहा हूँ मतलब ऐसे स्क्रीन दिख रही है कि नहीं दिख रही सही थोड़ी देर में होगी ना वो तो
Power through the ball. Sometimes you need a bit of time to start things off. That's how he's gone today. Asita Fernando, first couple of overs, carted around by Rohit Sharma. And 1 over in his second spell, but this has been his best. I mean, speaking of a slightly older ball, a softer ball, with a newer ball, the ball was coming on quite nicely. You could see that Rohit Sharma was looking to create pace, looking to come down and take him on. Now it's a completely different kettle of fish. India needs a partnership. Also be mindful of the fact that they're still 97 runs in arrears. 1 of 14 now, Aksar Patel. He's just unable to rotate strike.
नहीं और कुछ रीजन है स्क्रीनशॉट
It's basically indicating the care.
उसका नेट खत्म हो
There is
गया
a
साले
bit of
मुझे लग
seam
रहा है
movement and some bounce as well. Another good over from Asita Fernando. He's been on the money against the left-handed Aksar Patel. And he finishes it off with a maiden over. 1-3-4 for 5. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
मैंने कमेंट डाल रखे आए है ना ये क्या मत में है क्या होता है
With that, Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
ओहो गलती डिलीट कर दूं क्या एंड
Well, it was a good partnership between Liye and
मैंने कर दिया नेट खत्म हो गया क्या
important from India's perspective. Just keep rotating strike, the left-right combination. KL Rahul will do that for sure. But Aksar's played himself into a shell, 2 of 16. That could be possibly because they've just lost 2 wickets back-to-back, 21 deliveries.
स्क्रीन कितनी दी है स्क्रीन पे स्कोर दिख रहा है
See, what's in favor of India is the fact that they're in need of just 4.21 runs. Their innings progressed after this stage, the 26th over, where you see the 5th dot, the fall of the 5th wicket, and after that was the partnership. The tall buildings came after. And Aksar Patel is trying to do the same. More tall buildings for India. First throw, possession, left-hander, and first boundary for him. Yeah, he took the invitation. It was tossed up. He did see mid-off in the circle. That's a very good option. Had the width and certainly covered it well. It was a little bit too full. So the turn back was really a problem. Very nearly 6.
ले जा
First boundary after 31 balls for India.
बैटरी फोकस इन सब के भी बॉल ऑन कर लो फोन
And he's rotated strike again. Productive over
चार
for
हो
India.
गए
Coming off it, 1-4-2 for 5.
मजा नहीं आएगा तो किसी को देखने के लिए लेके जाएंगे बोलेगा स्क्रीन हिलाया जा रहा है बार ये
वो बाइक पे भागते हैं हमें बाइक पे पकड़ना होगा
हाल एक तो मैच दिखा रहा है मुझे भी बोल ले वो
₹0 का खर्चा
आवाज कम आ रही है।
इस ऐड की तरह लेमन ऐप पे भी है जीरो फी। Investments in the securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
ब्रेक आ रहा है ना, ब्रेक में चले जाते।
Stage 2 wickets back to back have halted this run chase for India. Sri Lanka though has different plans. He comes on to bowl 5 wickets for him in 60 games. Bowls off break. I think he got 4 for 18 against India in an Asia Cup match, which Sri Lanka lost again on a surface that was turning square. Well, with a slip in to brown the wicket. He's got a backward point and 2 men on the offside. Little bit too full. Now, India would want to milk him. He's at best a part-timer. And they would try and milk him just the way that the Sri Lankan batters started to milk. Super Gilmore won over and went for runs. Sri Lanka will have to be tight and he can turn the ball with a fair bit of ribs that he imparts. But its line is going to be so important now. He's got a pack leg side field because he looked to try and bowl that just outside off stump line. Slip in place for the right-hander as well. Sloppy. Substitute fielder. Again, a decent attempt from the bowler, Sri Lanka himself. 3 singles, and India will be happy just doing this. Not finding anything off the surface, he's just sliding on. Both against the right-hander and the left-hander. Or to the left-hander from round the wicket to the right-hander from over the wicket. Might be hoping to find that outside edge against the right-hander if he could. I'm a bit surprised that Asita Fernando didn't get another over. The bowler made in the previous over, he's bowled just 6. There's no point saving overs for the death. One more over, an opportunity to get a wicket. I understand those figures read 6-1, 34-1, but this spell, he's been on the money. That's close. Went straight on with the arm. I think that's what he's doing well. He's getting the batter to go straight again and gets a single again. 5 coming off it. 147 for 5. And of course, with that, Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. Golden Kamuy, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
अरे मेरे को फोन रख रहा है यार।
Kuroko's Basketball third season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now just 47. Well, again, with bat and ball has been good. It prompts a change in bowling from the other end as well. Akila Dhananjaya comes back, replacing one into Hasaranga. Not exactly like for like, but he bowls a lot of variety. Bowls the off break, the wrong uns, the leg breaks. He's been good against left-handers. Bowls a lot of wrong uns to the left-handers. Starts off with an off break. definitely gets some grip on that ball. There you go. Important turn beautifully. A taste of his own medicine for Akshar Patel. Yeah, the second off break, ball slower, getting turn and bounce in the low 80s. What would be the next one? Again, starting off with 3 off breaks. You'll see earlier on that Akila would try and mix a lot. He'll hold the leg breaks, the googlies. Sometimes tends to lose a little bit in control, but here against the left-hander, he's bowled 3 off breaks. Will it be the leg break for KL Rahul? Yes, it is. It is unflustered. He likes picking those gaps and going to the non-striker's end. Roshan, his variations, the off-spin, leg spin and the googly. Yep, he does it all in sometimes the same over. But let's not forget he started off as an off-spin bowler. But then he mastered both the googly and the leg break. When I will think of Akila Dhananjaya, takes my mind back to the 2017 game. They got 6 against India. MS Dhoni and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar finished it off for India. Good game that. This one at 30 overs, it's 149 for 5.
Basketball season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. And of course, with that, Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax.
Well, talking about that game in the previous over, Roshan. Similar looking scorecard, 230 odd. India was struggling, 130 for 7, and then they got there. And single brings up the 150 for India. Yeah, I remember that game. Akila Dhananjay's bowling raised Sri Lanka's hopes so much. Just ran through that Indian middle order only for Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar to take them home. Oh, that's the one. Now he thinks it's bad first. They're asking. That's the one that comes in with the arm. Not sure though. Just having a chat. San Mendes is quite convinced. 3 seconds. And he's gone for it.
To the umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. Check the feet, fair delivery. Front on first, please. Yeah, it looks like that's at first. Can I have alteration to confirm that? Yeah. It's the top of the pack there, so at first. Player review for LBW original decision. And was that a ball taken with fair delivery? Front on first, please. Original decision's not out. Impact outside. Go back on field. Well, you see the original decision not out. Signal now.
The idea was right from San Mendes and Asalanka definitely hit the pad. But the impact was outside off stump. Akshar Patel survives. He was quite confident.
He should be wary of that ball coming back to him. I didn't see a great amount of excitement on the part of Lanka, but I thought it was Kusal Mendis who pushed him to go for it. Sri Lanka needed to take it. It would have been a massive scalp had they managed to get it. This partnership, 19 of 37, takes their time. Let's look at where it is. That's the third dead over, so that's been shared. But from round the wicket, he was sliding it back into the left hand. That would have been an ideal line if he could have bowled to the right hander. Instead, at that length, becomes a little bit too easy. 152 for 5. And of course, with that, Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax, now available on GOTV. Kuroko's Basketball third season, the best of Japanese anime on Animax, now available on GOTV. Golden Kamuy, the best of Japanese anime on Animax, now available on GOTV. Continue as they go, just keep chipping away, pushing the ball around for ones and twos. Slowly but surely they will get the target, which is 2-3-1. Expect it to be mostly trial by spin from here. Here's Manajaya. Oh, that's a leggy that's ripped past the outside edge. Still Saba plenty to keep the spinners interested. That's what Sri Lanka is looking at. It's trying to spin to win it. Wonderful delivery, that perfect variation. This time as the leg spinner from Akila Dhananjay. It's turned a long way as well. I don't think Rahul was expecting it to turn so much. Keeper anticipated because he went early for the lap. Oh, the field at first slip. He knew what Rahul was trying to do, almost covered the entire ground, at least on the one side. Aksar on 12, Rahul on 10 from 18. They've taken the time, but more important at this stage, to put some more runs on board for the side. Both of them are capable, Matt. Rahul has had enough experience. Aksar in recent past has been able to soak in the pressure and then play the shots, and then uses a float on a number of occasions. Very capable batter. They don't need to do too much more than this, do they? Because it is a low target. They're going at 3 runs and over at the moment, these two, but they can continue like that for a few more overs. Quiet race, not going to get out of hand. We'll also have an eye on the bowling options here for Sri Lanka. Oh, again, beats him outside off stump. Very tentative prod from Rahul. Seems as if he's not able to read Akila Dhananjay from the release. Very tentative. Beats him again. Good control, but all the variation that we have seen for Akila Dhananjay in this spell. Edge dropped. Nicky got a hand to that. It was a tough chance. Similar to one that Rohit dropped
in the previous innings. That would have been massive. 156 for 5.
Kuroko's Basketball third season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. And of course, with that, Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax.
Him off the back foot, thickish outside edge. The skipper in the first slip to his right, and he spills that one. Big moment of the game here. Went quickly, but he got two hands to it. Sliding on down the leg side. You suspect Sri Lanka aren't going to get too many opportunities like this. This looked like his hands were in the wrong position initially, and then he had to adjust. Almost, they were reverse cup initially. Pakistan still preferring to play a Sri Lanka off the back foot, the one that comes in sharp off the surface, been beaten a couple of times. The slowness of the surface allows him to play off the back foot. Down the leg side, there should be a wide 75 or 74 now from 106 balls. Sri Lanka, the sixth bowler, into his third over now. Might have to bowl a few more because Mohammad Shiraz, seamer on his debut, only bowled 2 overs. In a grip, will come through for 1. Both these batters trying to spend more time at the wicket. Now look at the bowling options. Your regular spinners, they've got 8 overs left between them. Hasaranga, 4 to go for him, and the 2 spinners, 2 each. So both these batters trying to take the game as deep as possible. Which makes sense, because at this stage, it's not about how quickly you score runs. Shivam Dubey, Yadav can bat quite well. I think the plan will be for these two is to get it as close as possible. So the likes of Kuldeep, if he has to come in, doesn't have too much to get. Beautiful sight, that. Colourful. Playing a lot off the back foot at the moment, KL Rahul, 158 for 5. And of course,
Morning.
with that,
Shiraz back into the attack. His first 2 overs went for 19 runs. Rohit took after him. Interesting move this summer. Searching for that breakthrough here, Sri Lanka. Although they almost managed to get the wicket of
why the Indian batters have found it difficult. Although against the new ball, India were off to a very good start, especially with Rohit Sharma in that kind of an imperious form. But with his departure, things have not looked so good for India. Interesting to see how the two batters approach this. Akshay, Rahul may feel this is their opportunity here, just to knock off a few runs. Team are on debut. Just drilled straight to mid off, tight single. That would have been very close. Had it hit, very close. Had 3 stumps to aim at pretty much as well. Skill roll on the strike. He was able to run this one because off the front foot. He ran hard. Was able to drag his bat. Yes, on time. Good running between the wickets and good response from Akshar Patel. Responded very quickly to the striker's call. But good point you make there, Matt. If these two batters can get some runs, it's such a good challenge for them. This is how you grow as a player. And that's what both of them. Akshar, although KL Rahul has got more experience than Akshar Patel. But in tandem, they would love to take this game forward. This could be the moment that the young man under pressure will be very nervous, I'm sure. Shorter, Kahan, great stop in the field. Brilliant one-handed, right-handed as well from Asaranga. I have a bit of cramp. In the outfield, Sri Lankan players today have been superb. Have managed to save some runs. That's Hasaranga for you, dive to his right and save some runs for his side. Such valuable runs at this stage. They need a wicket here, Sri Lanka, to try and get back into this game. Required run rate still under control, only 4.39. Back to that full length. Another thick inside edge to finish off. Good return by Shiraz. 160 for 5. And of course, with that, Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
あいつらと戦おうなんて思うなよ。
Golden Kamuy, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. 僕たちテレビはもう絶対に負けません。Kuroko's basketball third season. The best 43 or 45. This one between Akshay and KL Rahul is just burgeoning. 28 or 59. 3 very short partnerships in between. Comes up the innings nicely. And good partnerships and then lost wickets in clusters. This now is the key one. New batters used to pressure. Yeah, Rahul in particular, good at marshalling a chase. His numbers are excellent in the middle order the last 5 years. 6th bowling option. That's we see Sri Lanka here in his 4th over. What is Sri Lanka trying to do here? He brought in Shiraz in the previous over. He's trying to save main bowlers more so. In case of wicket fall, then he can always bring them on. I'm just trying to save them for the last 10 overs. He's trying to add pressure at this stage on both these batters. So that as soon as the asking run rate goes up, if you don't concede a boundary, then it gets more difficult for India. Reverse, hits the glove. Unlucky first slip, beats him on the inside. He was trying to anticipate. Won't go to the boundary though. Just the 2. And possibly can't blame the first slip fielder there. he anticipated well. It's because it came off Rahul's glove that the ball changed its direction. Otherwise, he was in the right position to save some runs for his side. Should have been lazier and just stood where he was. It would have gone straight to him. Be proactive. Was from Nisanka at first slip. Was able to anticipate. Unfortunately for him, it came off the glove, not from the blade. Got some runs in the end, Rahul. Still no boundaries for Rahul. 28 deliveries he's faced. In fact, it's been 7 overs now since the last boundary. That's another over that doesn't go for too many, just 4. 15 overs to go. India need 67. We're going to have one final drinks break.
Is we said it कहीं और छलांग लगाएगा
And of course, with that, Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax, now available on GOTV.
तनी तेरा पहाड़ चढ़ेगा भूत कब उतरेगा ऐसे रहेगी तो कौन शादी करेगा तेरे साथ माँ इस पहाड़न से एक ऐसा लड़का शादी करेगा जिसकी सोच अपने पहाड़ों से भी ऊंची हो
जिंदगी है हर मोड़ पे सवाल पूछे जवाब तो देना ही होगा कौन बनेगा करोड़पति 12 अगस्त से रात 9 बजे सोनी लिव पर
மனசத்தா விளையாட்டோ பின்னி கிடக்கு விரும்பித்த பேசி ஒரு முத்த வச்சு போன எப்ப சேர்த்து வச்ச கட்டு மரம் ஏறே ஊட்டி வெடி சோறு ऐसी वैसी दोस्ती नहीं नंबर 1 यारी है सारी दुनिया पे भारी है नंबर 1 यारी है 13, looking like not too bad a total on this pitch. This hasn't been plain sailing for India so far, despite a brilliant start, opening partnership of 75 of just 12.4 overs. And ever since Sri Lanka got that first wicket, they've been in the game. First one to fall, Shubman Gill trying to hike this one on the one side, top edge, taken quite well, and then Rohit Sharma the big wicket. 58 for 47, and the left-arm spinner out of Washi Sundar, sent up the order, did not work for India, and then Virat Kohli. This was a jaffa from Fernando. Jagged in so sharply, Shreyas Iyer had no time to bring the bat down. Sakshar on 16 and Rahul on 17, 164 for 5. Required run rate is inching up a little bit, 4.47. But it's all about keeping wickets in hand. For India to win this game, this pair, they need to take it forward. Another over for Mohammad Shiraz. Will India be more aggressive this time? Strong possibility of getting one of your regular spinners back in the attack, because this is the time you Sri Lanka needs wickets. What about Asalanka? 4 overs for him, 2 overs maybe here. He's a wicket-taking option for Asalanka. Skipper himself has already bowled 4 overs, and more so because Akshar Patel as a left-hander is at the crease. So right arm off-break bowler versus Akshar Patel has worked well.
Good stump-to-stump line at the moment. Gets tight in to the stumps. Shiraz, as you say, has got a nice action. There's a lot to like about him. Drafted in, of course, because they've got 5 seamer injuries, which is almost unheard of, really, for various reasons. The latest being Patarana Malushanko got injured in the T20 series. Up with the likes of Chamira, Tushara, Vinura Fernando. Yeah, nice and straight, another dot ball. You've just got to be ready to take your chance because you never know when it's going to come. Sri Lankan one-day squad. They are depleted in terms of their pace bowling component here. Mahesh Shana not in this 11, but the spinners have done well. So we have a new Malinga here, Ishan Malinga. Asita Fernando picked up that wicket of Shreyas Iyer and Mohammad Shiraz. Especially in the second spell, has been very disciplined. Angled away nicely to deep third, and they should come back for 2. They do. In the house, taken off the stumps. A sense of maturity in Akshar Patel now. I think he also realizes that he's got to play a bigger role in the Indian lineup. That T20 World Cup win was a huge booster for Akshar Patel in terms of his batting skill. And now, along with his left arm spin bowling quality, his batting which has come to the fore. Again, plays it in the same manner, will only get a single. This partnership has looked good for India. It's taken some time, 70 deliveries for these 35 runs, but these 35 runs have been very crucial for India. They've assessed the situation well. Now they've got to go on and make sure they take the side home. Not let the required rate get up towards 6 and over. Keep pushing the ball around. Need to get the odd boundary when the opportunity comes along. Only one boundary between the two of them so far. 74 deliveries. Nicely timed. And again, it's not fully in the gap, so it's just going to be another 1. That is 4 off the over. 168 for 5. Available on GOTV. And of course, what that? Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available. Out blue Sri Lankan line. As long as it stays just ahead of it, they'll be happy. They could do with just a big over or 2, just to settle the nerves a little bit here. Round the wicket. Once again, Asalanka. Takes a chance, and that skews off the outside edge. Lost control of his bat as well. One of the hands came off. Top hand. Just lost his shape there, KL Rahul. But signs of aggression. He actually wanted to go over the top because mid-off is inside the circle. So the approach was fine, but just lost control in the end. That's almost snuck through as well. You've got to be careful with the ball skidding on. We'll get a boundary. First boundary after 51 balls for India. It comes off the blade of Akshar Patel. Didn't try to overhit. Just got the elevation. Really nice way to hit your second boundary. This time, upish, but down too long on. So this over, you can see these two look like they want to up the ante a little bit. Just break the back of this chase. For Akshar especially, Matt, this has been a different kind of innings altogether. He's generally more aggressive, more free-flowing, but he really had to buckle down here because he could understand the kind of situation India was in. Extremely precarious. Wonderful support he has given to KL Rahul, although KL Rahul is the one who is even now struggling with timing. He's getting back to international cricket after a long time, so it's not easy for him. But good that KL Rahul also has put his head down and has decided just to take this partnership forward. Not much foot movement, but he'll take the dot. 37 overs gone, 56 required. India hot favourites from here. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. And of course, what that? Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. Kuroko's basketball third season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Cricket. So many spin bowlers being tried at the moment. Charita Lanka. At the moment, KL Rahul doing it very, very smartly. All right, back to Hasaranga. I think Sri Lanka need to make things happen. Partnership hasn't been quick, but it's still worth 43. Both batsmen in. Dragged down. Easy pickings for KL Rahul. Great start to the over for India. A long hop, dragged down, was a googly attempted. KL Rahul has not so long. But the third delivery, that was a gift. Hit it flat and most importantly, found the gap. Yeah, important he gets onto that leg straight away. This pitch has still got some assistance for the spinners in particular. That is a little loose. Still some batting to come. Shivam Dubey is there next. Make an argument with his abilities against spinners. He could have come up the order, maybe in front of Washington Sundar. It's nicely played again. These two are just happy to put away the bad ball and then pick up as many ones and twos as they can. This runs needed, now just 50 to win. They're doing it smartly, and they're playing a guarded situation, and most of the time, left is a bit short, very quick to get to the back foot. That has been the secret of this inning so far. Anxious faces, Jaya Mubarak with the team for the first time, as well as Piyal Vijayathum, the spin bowling coach. Desperate for the wicket, Sri Lanka. I think you'll be happy with what he's seen from the spinners this evening. There's always going to be a lot of pressure on them with the way this pitch has behaved and the way that India's spinners bowled. They were going to be the key, and they've stood up. Milege with 2 wickets. 50 partnership between these two. Jaega has been economical, plus a wicket for him. 1 for Hastaranga. Big man too, Virat Kohli.
Should have got Milege, Akila and Hasaranga. They got 7 overs left. It's interesting to see how Charita Lanka will use them. 38 done, and then 83 for 5.
And of course, with that, Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now with Kuroko's basketball 3rd season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on just the 54 Rohit Sharma in this top order. Top of order for India, all in total control until their dismissals. Kohli looked very good, as did Shreyas Iyer. Shubman Gill was playing within himself. You've got to say, the character Sri Lanka have shown in this run chase has been very good. Well, gave the new man back. He's got 2 overs left to make a difference.
Character, show character in the middle would have been the order by the management. Go out there, put up a fight. Yes, you're playing against one of the top teams in the world. And then Sri Lanka came out of trouble when Lalage scored a magnificent half century and came into the bowling attack, and then Rohit Sharma took the game away. Where they came back, youngster, Lalage picked up a couple of wickets and Masito Khanat knocking Shreyas out. Just shows Sri Lanka does have what it takes to trouble any team in the world. It's just a matter of keeping that pressure for a longer time.
That's never been in doubt. We talked about that in T20I series. The talent is there. Just a consistency issue. And you're right, there are times where the game can go in 2 different directions and you have to just hold your nerve a little longer. I always felt the great teams did that. They're just tougher mentally for longer. But after what happened up in Kandy in that 3rd T20I, there's always going to be the storyline for me in this game. How Sri Lanka were able to recover from what should have been a comfortable victory. And I think you can be impressed with what they've delivered.
I'd be like to say, all of the days when we played as well, we did have these kind of situations. Yes, we did. And how we came back was all down to the teamwork and the seniors putting their hands up, performing in the middle, and stuff gets going. So this is where the seniors in the team, as well as the management, led by Sanat Jayasuriya, it will be tested for them also. Because it's never easy for a young team to have 3 collapses in 4 days, and all of a sudden you play a top-called Indian team. The first ODI, they perform the way they have done so far. Shows the character. 39 done, 185 for 5.
From Hasaranga. That's what impressed me today. I saw Milege in the LPL last year keep referring back, And he did what he did today on many an occasion. Just shows that he's a gamer, that he's a fighter. That is nicely played. The sweet shot from Rahul, the big gap, the vacant gap at deep mid wicket.
Yeah, invitation was offered by Sri Lanka, having mid-wicket going. Rahul accepts in both hands. Good shot. Good weight transmission, front foot, nice hit position, and most importantly, almost all around the ground. Brilliant by KL.
As long as they keep getting the one boundary, you'll be over every second over. You should be patient enough.
That was a similar delivery what Virat Kohli got. Just kept a bit low, probably should have played it the front foot in my opinion. What did Rahul did well was to get the bat down in time.
Oh, this is the chance. This should be out. One too many sweeps. Simple catch. Sri Lanka back in this match.
Well done, Sri Lanka. Well done, Mane Hasaranga. Easily could have had the short mid-wicket field, the deep mid-wicket. Not to the attacking Sri Lanka. Brilliant. Believing. Always just a wicket away. And one false stroke away. He's a third batter who wants to play for a slot sweep. And this is Rohit was the first. Rohit was the first wicket card. Rohit Sharma was second. And now, third time it's Rahul. Gets the top edge. Milege holds on to it. 31 of 43. India 189 for 6. And of course, it's what that? Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
Renowned as a good player of spin, which is why I just speculated that last over that he could have come up the order. It was tossed up beautifully, wasn't tempting Rahul, and you cannot keep Milege out of the game, the man with the safe hands. However, Shivam Dube is known as a power hitter. This might be a challenge on this surface. I want to ask you though, what you do with your bowlers after this with two left-handers in the crease.
Straight away, I would like to have Akila Dhananjay from the media box in next over itself. Like by signal by vsSri. Ball is 2 overs out. And Mane Hasaranga, who's bowling is cheaply, may be tempted to let him finish off from the far end, but definitely Akila Dhananjay. The temptation would be there to bring us to the Fernando. Since Shivam Dube against the short ball, he may have some weak points. But in this kind of a slow surface, I'll be tempted to bring Akila Dhananjay straight away.
There's 10 overs to go after this delivery. Oh, massive! High into the sky and all the way for 6 for Akshar Patel. The wicket falls with 11 runs from the over, 196 for 6.
The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. Kuroko's best basketball for the season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. And of course, with that, Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now right out of the middle. And this came from nowhere. Soon after KL Rao's wicket, Sri Lanka wouldn't have thought Akshar Patel would have been taking that sort of risk. But what a worth a risk. That went a long way, 86 meters. You're half right. The off spinner is back, but it is the skipper of Sri Lanka. I'm with you. I think at this point you've got to keep taking wickets and you figure out what style of bowling that will be. So there are 5 overs of spin left, another 5 overs to get through. But you would rather bowl your best bowlers out. And also you rather bowl to the unsettled batsman with the bowler who was bowling really well, the Sakila Taranji. Yes, he has picked up 1 wicket, but 8 overs for 29, surely for me. Maybe a change, and Jaege will go back to the end he's bowled every over from. It's nicely bowled. By that, Lanka has bowled those 8 overs, but not at the end that Sri Lanka is bowling from. That's good. Sure, it's a different ball game. That's at number 5, 6 for his IPL team. Similar in his Ranji Trophy team. The last 10 overs, 31 to 40. Also India, which I feel is the right call under the circumstances. Akshar Patel and KL Rahul did the job really well. 47 for 1, just what the team would have wanted. It's been a feature when we look at that pie graph in the segments of this whole series. That when India do win, is they win one set phase of the game by so much, it has a huge influence. We saw the bowling collapses that they were able to induce. Oh, it's an outside edge! Edge got him! The captain brings himself on and strikes straight away. Charlie Sri Lanka, you beauty. Gave the ball to Akila Dharanjay, took it back, brought himself in. This misses the settle batter. Akshar Patel was batting so well, looked it in control. Couple of deliveries in this over. It turned sharp. And this occasion was chasing outside the off stump. And a good catch by Kusal Mendes. Just what Sri Lanka needed. Both the settled batsmen are back in the pavilion. First was KL Rahul, and now it's Akshar Patel. He's gone for 33 or 57. The 97-7 India. Kuroko's basketball third season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. Golden Kamuy. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. Works perfectly for the off spinner. Outstanding over a wicket, and in the single only 197.
Kiya will be a little disappointed with his batsman. Just the half century for skipper Rohit Sharma. Middling score, 16-24, couple of 30s. There he is, new coach for India. Dream start in the T20Is. And it will be done in Jaya from the end. He has bowled all 8 overs from already. Key match up this one. Still a slip in place.
He's up to it. Usually he's very aggressive, likes to play the big shot, but the situation not suiting at the moment. This was Akshar Patel, neatly taken by Kusal Mendes.
That was close to the off stump. I think he thought he'd had him top of off. It is not easy for new batsmen to start.
Shivam Dubey did well not to give an edge. Oh, it's the off stump as well. Classical off spinner's delivery. There was drift, turn, bounce. Important deliveries of Akil remaining.
What they've done as well, Sri Lanka, they've brought the crowd back into this game. They sense a famous victory. Not so happy right now, the coach got them Gambian. Oh, there's the power. Had enough of hanging around at the crease, down the ground for 6, and the 200 is up for India.
Yeah, brave shot by Shivam Dubey. First delivery is almost unplayable, except for the third delivery, and the fourth, he comes down the track. This is what we've seen before. IPL cricket, Shivam Dubey coming down the track and hitting it straight as possible. That was the secret of success of that stroke. Not trying to slog. Good shot to release the pressure.
Does he do it again? Big question. Happy to be defensive. It's his natural game, isn't it? You often hear coaches ask their players to play their game, what they're most familiar with. The defensive screen, Dubey not quite up to the attacking prowess. Nonetheless, 7 runs from the over, 204 for 7. Six bowlers used by Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka will continue wanting to keep the ball turning away from the batsman. Does he look to take on the captain, the part-time off-spinner? Happy to take singles. I like this matchup. Kuldeep Yadav has batting ability, must be said. But usually just at the back end when he can have some fun, free license. Now he's going to have to bat. He'll try and tempt Sri Lanka, Kuldeep to go across the line. Deep mid wicket comes up. Big gap at deep mid wicket.
It's important Charita Sri Lanka try and get the batsman, especially Kuldeep Yadav, the front foot. That's a gap Scotty's talking about. Deep square again, long on. There's a massive vacant gap at deep mid wicket. Just like that. One which goes with the arm. The stop delivery is one to turn, and that's why the slip is in place.
Hasn't had to bat that often, Mohammad Siraj. Well, leaving that gap open led to the downfall with Rohit Sharma, the sweep shot, and then KL Rahul just in the last couple of overs. Shubman Gill tried to go across the line as well.
Leading edge. Kuldeep did well. He didn't go through the stroke. If thought Mahindra Hasaranga and short extra would have been in play. It's good stuff by Sri Lanka. He's bowling at the right pace, which this pitch is demanding. Slowing it down, and most importantly, getting the batsman in the front foot.
Brilliantly fielded. They are up for this game, Sri Lanka. Just the one run from the over. 205 for 7.
And 5 for 7. 26 runs. That's what India needs. Sri Lanka, well, they need a wicket. To keep believing. Shivam Dube, he's the key. Well, now when you look back, Abhinav, that opening partnership, 71 runs in the first 10 overs. A Rohit Sharma half century. That's what's put India in front. Akila Dhananjaya bowling his last over. Hasaranga has a couple. Asalanka 3. Well, Lalage 1 with 2 left-handers in. We will see Asalanka continue. Can they get another wicket? How crucial is that Rohit's knock? Come on! When the ball starts turning, you saw that when India were bowling. You come out with the notion, okay, power play, field restrictions, harder ball, easier to hit, and put pressure on the bowlers. But saying that, for Sri Lanka to claw themselves back in, a team low on confidence, it's been incredible. Just searching for one more wicket here to take us right down to the wire. Well, you need to be a little bit better than that. Can't give them easy runs. Kuldeep can back. He'll hang in there. He'll hang in there for Dube, who'll pounce on any opportunity given to him. Mohammad Siraj, Arshdeep Singh, you'd like to have them come in right now with about 20 runs to score. Last ball of Dhananjaya's spell. It's been a good one. He ends with 1 for 40. That's 210 for 7. It's been a good grind. It's been a great arm wrestle so far between the two teams. Crowds have shown up into their seats. Partnerships right through. This is Sri Lanka's partnerships. 46 between Milege and Akila Dhananjaya. That's what they're bowling for. That's what they're fighting for here.
And Russell, Shivam Dube is thinking quite clearly. He's thinking, how do I get here in sixes?
Clever enough play to know no need to take Hasaranga on, I would say.
I think he might be thinking differently. If it's in his slot, if it's a leg break, I know there are fielders in the back, but he's thinking 3 sixes. Yeah, not go searching for it. If it's there, of course. Now the field should come in for Kuldeep. They should try put extra pressure on Kuldeep. India's partnerships, well, their wickets have fallen in clusters. There's been a partnership at the top, quick wickets, then a partnership, and then another. Now another one, 14 of 21. That's massive in the context of the game between Kuldeep and Dube. Tempted to give Lanka another over. Got the wicket of Akshar Patel. Hasaranga is back on. Maybe he comes back from the far end. I would probably think so. Not with Shivam Dube there. Moment you get Shivam Dube or an opening, then you can go to Velalage. But Asalanka's bowled well enough. Ball, they got it. Hasaranga does it. The doors open once again. That was too good. Mastery from the leg spinner. It was a plan. Come around the wicket. Take the ball away from the left-hander. And Kuldeep gets a dose of his own medicine. The googly pitching on off. Turning just enough to beat the outside edge. And he plays all around it. Hitting the top of off. One into Hasaranga. He is pumped. And Sri Lanka see their chance. It's an opportunity for them. Kuldeep Yadav goes for 2. India 211 for 8 now. For 8, and the crowd are up and running. 20 runs needed now, and Siraj walks in. Well, with Dube there, all you got to do is hang in there. Now that role is with Mohammad Siraj. 42 games, doesn't matter that average. Russell, India will take that best of 9 not out now. How does he keep out the Kuki? Siraj all over the place. Beautifully bowled. When you get your body in, the ball dips on the pattern. That's where you deceive a batsman. He's trying to play it to mid-wicket with the angle. But Hasaranga gets it to drop. Gets it to straighten. Slip in place, deep point. Long off, deep mid-wicket. Deep square leg in place. Here we go, Hasaranga. Quite predictable, starts with the wrong and he was waiting, Siraj. He's been involved in some famous partnerships, Siraj, but he's here because Kuldeep Yadav usually has a good defense. Has beaten completely. Yep, he's off the mark. Battle on, the smiles are out. This is what we love. Teams competing against each other. The ups, the downs. There's been enough fight for us to enjoy and have a good time here today. Great start to the ODI series after the T20 series being one-sided. Field spread far and wide. Last ball, he liked to keep Dube on strike. But this one, a dot ball. Can he deliver? Hasaranga. No, he can't. Dube will take strike. Siraj wants to. Not Dube. 45 bowled, 213 for 8. The interesting stage of the game. Shivam Dube usually likes to take the spinners on. Mohammad Siraj. He's worked on his batting. He's been involved in some partnerships in Test match cricket. The one into Hasaranga and wicket in each of his last 2 overs. Sometimes you don't mind you going for runs. Pick up those wickets. You can stall the opposition, and that's what Hasaranga has done today. He's got one more over. Well, Milege has won, but with the left-handed Dube on strike, Sri Lanka has been brilliant with the ball, you got to say. That's what's helped Sri Lanka claw themselves back in. And he delivered just one more good over. Change of ends for Sri Lanka. He takes a single off the first ball. Now, that's the case. Should he have run two in the previous over?
I think he was just waiting for an opportunity in case there was a boundary option available, but trust Siraj enough to give him the strike as well against the off spinner. You would never know who comes on to bowl. Maybe Asita Fernando could have got the over from the other end.
He'll stay around the wicket, Sri Lanka. They're all creeping in on the single. Look how close they are. No drop and runs. You want runs, you have to create pace. Got to play your shots. That's what Sri Lanka's telling Siraj. Right in front of the stumps, making sure he gets bat on ball.
Not too sure about the change of angle from Sri Lanka. A bit more doubt crept in from around the wicket.
Yeah, he'll look to spin it back in, so he'll have to start from outside the line of the stumps. Square leg about 5 meters in. Waiting for that top edge. Wants a slip, so there's now no short fine leg. It doesn't matter, it's just a couple of blows for Dube. He'll wait for that opportunity.
As much as I hate to say it, Russell, I think it's Sri Lanka's game at the moment. Even though Dube is there, two bowlers, Siraj and Arshdeep to follow, 17 runs is a long while away.
Very risky, Siraj. Doing his bit. Getting outside the line of the stumps, which is smart. It hits you. The chance of ODW. Minimal. Start wide, says Hasaranga. Start wide of off stump. The idea of having that slip in is to come from wide of off stump. In at that off stump, not at the body. That's what Hasaranga is saying from slips. Yep, he's getting a short mid-wicket to short fine, because if he nicks, that can run away for maybe 2 or 3, maybe even 4. But short mid-wicket being wicket would mean he'll get only a single. He's got fielders in the deep. That's why that change. Oh, they want to. Gambling the Sri Lankans. You've got to charge in, not wait for the batter to run. 216 for 8.
Bit of hesitancy from both batters as well. Siraj and Shivam Dube looking for the second. But what that means is Siraj is on strike for the final over of Hasaranga. Yeah, Dube was ball watching. Still felt there was a second run on, Russell.
Yeah, because Pato Nisaka was just jogging in. You got to charge in, not wait for the batter to run. Milege 1 over, Hasaranga 1. Sri Lanka has 2. If you want, those are your 4 overs. Is it Hasaranga now? If it was you, Abhinav, you were the captain. Is it Hasaranga?
Definitely, yes. He has the skill, mastery, as we saw in the previous over, to get even 2 in the same over.
Nice, beautifully bowled. Asita Fernando at short third man, I just see him loosening up. So Sri Lanka might have even told him, just be prepared. Everyone be prepared.
Leg break turns like that for Wanindu Hasaranga is hard to face.
Oh, did well. Did well, Siraj. He knows the threat is the wrong one. He is looking for that. It spins past, being a leg break, so be it. But it wants to make sure that it doesn't spin in and hit him on the pads.
I reckon Shivam Dubey is going. If it's anywhere in his slot, he is attempting the long boundary towards the leg side. But he likes going straight as well.
Down the ground, has he got enough? Yes! Shivam Dubey. Well, he's hit 2 sixes. And he's making it count. Those long levers.
And that's his strength. Shivam Dubey is a quality spin hitter. Anything in his slot. The invitation was open from Hasaranga, leg break. And those long levers come into play. Huge 6 over long on.
Silpa.
Shortens the length. 7 needed now, India. It's got to happen now. Just a little bit of air. But unlike other players, Dubey can get to it. He's a lot taller and he uses that reach. Even his bat swing, mentioned long levers, swings right through.
I was really surprised at the choice of ball.
Silpa को बुलाया था.
Again, the fielders got nothing. After Fernando took a
Eh?
long time to take off from short.
What you expect from someone as experienced as Hasaranga?
They asked for it. Leg side-ish, I would think. Hasaranga hangs on to his hamstring as well while appealing. Doesn't look comfortable, Hasaranga, but he's finished his spell. 5 seconds to go. 2 seconds. No review. 226 for 8. Yeah, sliding down. Hasaranga. 3 for 58. Jazahani while appealing. That's probably a first. Knowing what Shivam Dubey did, does well, Abhinav. Tossing it up, was that the option? Knowing his reach, that's really cut down that gap, the equation. Asalanka to bowl.
And knowing Shivam Dubey again, if it's in his slot, he's thinking 1 hit away.
Last ball of last over. Sliding down, good decision again. Kusal Mendis is a giveaway way down leg side. He is. It's hard. Straight to the fielder. Hold it a lot slower. Asalanka is trying to buy a wicket.
Which is fair enough. If you get Dubey, you're still in the game. India need 5. Dubey's thinking 4 or 6. Anything full, he'll go straight.
He's got the gap. He's got the gap. That's 4. Scores are level.
That's what power can do. Sharit Asalanka, he's been good so far, but at the end of the day, he isn't a full-time option. Short, erring in length. The last one was hit straight to cover. This one, in the gap.
.25 of 23 to Shivam Dubey. 1 4 and 2 sixes. A telling knock, a telling contribution under pressure. Wickets falling and Sri Lankans believing.
नेट बंद हो गया क्या? देखना जरा। नहीं चल रहा है। चल ही नहीं रहा। सुपर हो रहा सुपर। सारे बंदे थे आउट हो गए बता। जोड़ी आउट हो गया। आवाज पता नहीं कहाँ चली गई इसमें बाजी ना। सारे 110 बंदे जुड़ गए थे, सारे चले गए। नेट ही बंद हो गया था। सारे आउट हो गए ना। सुपर ओवर कहाँ हो रहा है? सुपर ओवर भी ना होया। नहीं हुआ ना आया।
अगला लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग होगा तो आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिलेगा। लेकिन सबसे बड़ी बात इस तरीके से हाथ से दिख रहे हैं। ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि ऐसा नहीं कर रहे बढ़िया फील नहीं हो रहा, लेकिन उसको अच्छी तरीके से कर रहे हैं। पूरी बोले पड़ी आराम से।
सुपर ओवर नहीं हुआ ना? जूड़ी आराम से खेल सकता था, पूरी बोले पड़ी थी अभी, है ना?
भी एलपीडब्ल्यू आउट करा दिए गए, रिव्यू लिया गया, लेकिन रिव्यू भी कुछ काम नहीं आया भारतीय टीम से। तो फिलहाल एक और बार मुकाबले की शुरुआत होने जा रही है। टाई होने के बाद सुपर ओवर की शुरुआत होने जा रही है और पिक्चर अभी आप कह सकते हैं कि मुकाबले की बाकी है। मुकाबला रोमांचक हुआ है, मुकाबले का अंतिम चरण आना बाकी है और सुपर ओवर का खेल आना बाकी है। कुर्सी की पेटियां बांध दीजिए, क्योंकि यहाँ से एक और बार भारत सुपर ओवर खेलने जा रही है। पिछले ओवर में आपको याद हो तो सुपर ओवर में भारत ने पूरी तरीके से श्रीलंका को हराया था। या इस बार वापसी करेगी श्रीलंका टीम के सामने। पहले सुपर ओवर को तो सुपर ओवर में भी नहीं रखा था, पूरी तरीके से पहली गेंद पर वाइड गेंद डाली और वॉशिंगटन सुंदर ने दूसरी गेंद पर 1 रन लिया, दोनों ही बल्लेबाजों ने तीसरी गेंद पर विकेट, चौथी गेंद पर विकेट और इस तरीके से ढेर किया था श्रीलंका की टीम को। लेकिन यहाँ पर देखना होगा, मुकाबले की शुरुआत होने जा रही है एक और बार सुपर ओवर की। आज के दिन पर पहले बल्लेबाजी करते हुए श्रीलंका की टीम ने रन बनाए 230। दूसरे पारी में जब भारत उतरा तो भारत ने भी आप देखेंगे तो रन बना लिए है यहाँ पर 230 का आंकड़ा आज के दिन आप कह सकते हैं तो दोनों ही टीमों के बीच में देखने को मिला है। और जब पहला टी20 मैच ही इस अंदाज में देखा जाए तो यकीनन खेल और भी रोमांचक तरीके से आगे बढ़ सकता है।
150 तक पहुंच गए थे
सभी खिलाड़ी अर्शदीप सिंह लगातार देख पा रहे हैं तो ट्विटर पर भी ट्रोल करना शुरू कर दिया है अर्शदीप सिंह को। एक गेंद को खेल लेते कम से कम, लेकिन एक गेंद पर भी आप रन नहीं बना पाए और भारत की कमान को डुबा दिए। अब हम देख पा रहे हैं तो खिलाड़ी फिलहाल अब से कुछ ही समय बाद साथियों कुछ समय जरूर दीजिएगा, मैदान में खिलाड़ियों का मैदान में आना हो रहा है और आप सभी तैयार हो जाइए फिलहाल सुपर ओवर के लिए, क्योंकि भाई साहब सुपर ओवर में अलग ही रिकॉर्ड टूटने वाले हैं। भारत पहले बल्लेबाजी में उतरता है तो फिर भारतीय टीम से आज के दिन पर हो सकता है रोहित शर्मा तो कम फॉर्म है, लेकिन दूसरे बल्लेबाज शुभमन गिल के साथ उतरेंगे या फिर यादगार मूवमेंट बनाने के लिए विराट कोहली के साथ उतरेंगे, देखने वाली बात होगी। और पहला टी20 मुकाबला तमाम दर्शकों को याद हो तो वो भी सुपर ओवर में गया था, जहाँ पर उस सुपर ओवर में डाई लगाई, यहाँ पर डाई मारी थी। आपको बता दूं तो भारत ने पहले गेंदबाजी की उस सुपर ओवर में और श्रीलंका जैसी टीम को पूरी तरीके से हैरत में डाल दिया। तो फिलहाल मैदान में खिलाड़ियों का प्रवेश करना हो रहा है। एक और बार आप देखेंगे तो टाई होने के बाद मुकाबले में किसी ने नहीं सोचा था कि मुकाबला टाई हो जाएगा, लेकिन जो क्रिकेट एक ऐसा खेल है जो हम नहीं सोचते वो हो जाता है कई मौकों पर। अंतिम विकेट भारत ने कुछ इस अंदाज में खोया जहाँ पर शिवम दुबे पहले आउट हुए। उसके बाद हर्षदीप सिंह को केवल यहाँ पर 1 रन लेना था, लेकिन वो भी नहीं ले पाए। ये तो अच्छी बात रही कि भारत स्कोर मुकाबला हुआ था, नहीं तो भारत पूरी तरीके से मुकाबला हार भी सकता था। और अब देखना होगा यहाँ पर नए बल्लेबाज, देखना होगा यहाँ पर क्या कुछ होता है। तमाम दर्शक हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। साथियों, अगर आप चैनल पर नए हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा, स्ट्रीम को लाइक कीजिएगा और अपना प्यार इसी तरीके से बनाए रखिएगा। आने वाले समय में भी हम कमेंट्री आपको आपके साथ लेकर जुड़ने वाले हैं। भारत आज के है अपने हाथों। आने वाले मुकाबले खेल जाएंगे, लेकिन ऐसे मुकाबले कहाँ देखने को मिलेंगे वो देखने वाली बात होगी। तो आपको बता दूं तो ये हमें अभी भी पता चल रहा है कि ओडीआई जैसे मुकाबलों में सुपर ओवर ही नहीं होते। ऐसे में ये पहला मुकाबला ड्रॉ माना जाएगा, आप कह सकते हैं, दोनों ही टीमों के बीच में। और यकीन नहीं होता, दोनों ही टीमों के बीच में पहला मुकाबला ड्रॉ हो चुका है। तो साथियों, आप तमाम साथी हमारे साथ जुड़े रहिएगा। माफी चाहेंगे आपको, हम समझ ही नहीं पाए, हम बोल गया सुपर ओवर होगा, लेकिन अभी भी हमारे दोस्त, हम कह सकते हैं कि गौरव क्रिकेट फोन करते हैं और बोलते हैं कि मुकाबला सुपर ओवर में नहीं होगा भैया, लाइव स्ट्रीम को बंद कर दीजिए। हम माफी चाहेंगे आप तमाम साथियों से। शानदार चक्का दुबे की बल्लेबाजी में देखने को मिलता है।
स्टॉक मार्केट में एक ट्रेडर को मल्टीपल डिसीजंस लेने पड़ते हैं। एग्जिट करने का सही टाइम
आएंगे, प्रत्येक ओवर में एक एक बाउंड्री भी लगाते हैं तो वो भी बड़ी बात होगी। दूसरी गेंद पर भागकर रन लेने की सोचेंगे। ओवर की अंतिम गेंद लेकर दौड़ेंगे धनंजा। राइट आर्म ओवर विकेट से दौड़ना शुरू किया शिवम दुबे के लिए। फट के हुई गेंद बैकफुट पे, इस बार सीधे बल्ले से गेंद को रक्षात्मक तरीके से खेला, 1 रन तेज से पूरा किया और इस एक रन के साथ स्ट्राइक रोटेट हो जाएगी।
शतक क्या देख रहा है? नहीं भाई, सुपर ओवर नहीं हो रहा है इसमें। और पता नहीं आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रही है, मुझे पता नहीं, समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या है, कुछ लगता है कुछ दिक्कत हुई है। कोई नहीं भाई, वैसे सुपर ओवर नहीं हो रहा है भाई, जिसको जाना है वो जा सकता है। ठीक है, अब नेक्स्ट मैच 4 तारीख को होएगा, हम दोबारा मिलेंगे भाई। भाई टाई हुआ है भाई, मैच टाई हुआ है, सुपर ओवर नहीं हुआ है। ठीक है, और एक बार भाई मुझे बता दो जरा, वॉइस आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही है आप लोग? नहीं होगा भाई, सुपर ओवर नहीं होगा, टाई हुआ है मैच, सुपर ओवर नहीं आ रहे। पता नहीं, पहले तो हुआ था, इस बार पता नहीं क्यों नहीं हो रहा। सुपर ओवर कैंसिल हो चुका भाई वो। तो इसी मारे अब 4 अगस्त को मैच आएगा भाई, 4 अगस्त को दोबारा मिलेंगे भाई। ओके भाई, वॉइस आ रही है तो मेरी थैंक यू बताने के लिए।
And then can we have them receiving the Lemons match winners check of US 2000 for Mr. Devam Sardana. So both captains could receive the match winners check for a great game of cricket, a tie. That is the Lemon Match Winners Award for Mr. Devam Sardana. And after which we'll talk to Charit. Well, you can smile now. It's nice to see you smiling. What a game it was. Did you feel that 230 was enough?
I did, but I think we did well, but I think we should have done a bit more well to restrict them under 230.
What about the surface? Did you think it changed when you bowled? Because it looked a little bit easier.
Not that much, but I think in the afternoon, the session, it turned a little bit more. But when the lights are on, it's a bit come easy to bet.
I thought you made a very big decision in the game, bringing yourself on after Asita Fernando bowled a maiden. That was a really big decision you made, and it paid off. What was the thinking?
Thinking was the left-hander came in to bat, and I thought I can bowl a few overs to left-handers because it's fun lot. That's my decision. That
Honest question, how relieved are you after the T20 series to have a tie here?
to be honest, not that much, but I'm really happy about the energy in the field and the way boys played in the second half. I'm really happy, and especially Dunit's knock and Nisanga batted extremely well.
Well done, Charit. Really great game. All the best for the rest of the series.
Thank you so much.
Well, that is our presentation, ladies and gentlemen.
Remind ourselves of what we have seen today. Sri Lanka made 230 for 8 from their 50 overs. They were 101 for 5, so the lower middle order really chipped in today. That's big for them, given what happened in the 3 T20s when they had those 3 collapses. Milege with his first ODI half-century. He was the man who shepherded them to that total, 67 not out for him. Wickets shared around by the Indian bowlers, a couple each for Akshay and Ashdeep. India started out brilliantly, on fire in fact. 75 the openers put on. Rohit was the driver of that. He made 58 off 47, but as soon as India lost their first wicket, Sri Lanka was like they were in the game. So many swings in momentum. It got to the point where India, after a partnership between KL Rahul and Akshay Patel, looked like they had the upper hand. They needed just 42 with 5 wickets in hand. Should really have seen it home from there, but Sri Lanka would not lie down, particularly Asalanga and Hasaranga. 3 wickets each for them. Asalanga deserves credit. He's captained the side very well today. This was the other tie match between these two. It was in Adelaide because it was a tie series involving Sri Lanka, India and Australia. Sri Lanka, similar scoreline actually, 236 for 9 in that game. India, exact same score, 236. And look who was playing in it. Gautam Gambhir, of all people, 91. Top scorer for India in that match. But he has now seen 2 ties, the only 2 ties between Sri Lanka and India. They are a rarity, aren't they? Just so many things that we can talk about in terms of turning points here. But just one thing I've looked at on my scorecard. You know I like making my notes, right? But I can't read half of them, to be honest. But that can't read or make sense of anything that is written. Neither can I. Neither can he, actually. But what I can see is that 6 of the top 8 made between 16 and 33 for India. That's going to frustrate the head coach. It sure will, because when you get a start, you really do want to go on, especially in conditions like this. You don't want a new batter coming in because it takes time. It builds pressure because something can happen. And we all know sometimes you get a delivery that has your number, and these type of conditions are that. And hence, they will be disappointed. But the other side of it is they've been made to work hard from a bowling point of view. So you're wearing the opposition down and bringing about that mistake. Okay, well, let's get some live reaction, shall we? Because Fafi's Maruf is pitch side. He's got someone special with him.